So parents can be busy with so much stuff, sometimes to the point where they really can't give much attention to their kids, and that potentially could be very bad. Because kids growing up need the attention from their parents. They need to be loved. They need to show that they're valued and stuff like that. So these kids sometimes take an alternative route to get the attention that they need. Sometimes they go to the streets, they take to the streets and become friends with really bad people. They might take the gangs to feel like they have a sense of belonging with a certain group and stuff like that. And that potentially can end up, they could end up having a bad lifestyle and stuff like that, especially for people who live in very urban areas and stuff like that. That could lead to drugs, to, yeah, a lot of bad habits and stuff like that that we don't want the kids to have. And sometimes these parents, they recognize that they need to give them some attention, but the only other way to make sure that they don't go into that path is just sending them off to a daycare center, and that's pretty pricey. Not a lot of these parents have the money to send them to a daycare center. Um, yeah, and it just could be bad. So, what if there was a group of people that would just take care of them for free? Feed them, give them love, show them everything. Well, luckily there is a group, at least within here in Cincinnati. There's a group of adults that go out at least once a week on Sunday afternoons, and they take out kids to play with them and to show them a better lifestyle, to be an example for them and stuff like that. And that's Kids Club. That's what we do. So I hope that after this speech you'll consider maybe joining our group and praying for us, and if you want to, if it's in your heart, to support us financially for maybe some of the snacks or activities that we want to do and stuff like that. So first off, let me go more into detail exactly about what is Kids Club. So Kids Club, like I said, is a group of adults. More specifically, this group consists of for the most part, all GBS students that try to give their time and stuff like that and their energy to some of these kids that, you know, are lacking attention from their parents and stuff like that. So typically, the location that we go is in Laurel Home Apartments and stuff like that. It's closer to downtown, like I said, downtown Cincinnati. And some of the parts of these apartment places um, isn't super sketch, but it can be a little bit. Anyways, we meet over there in the girls' lobby for a few minutes just to get the game plan and stuff like that. See if we have enough adults to make this thing happen, so it's safe for the kids. Make sure that we're not putting the kids in danger, stuff like that. If we don't have enough adults, and then we just try to figure out who's taking what car, what games, who's bringing in the snacks and stuff like that. And we just take off, go, and start dividing into our groups. And certain group goes takes a certain part of the apartments and stuff like that, and we do the other parts. And typically, at least for my group, we take about 4 or 5 streets, and we go from every row, and we go to the houses that we know typically go, and we just ask them, knock on the door, and ask them if they're gonna go to the kids club. And typically, we get about on a good time, we get about maybe 10, 15 kids, maybe sometimes 10 kids, I'll say. And that's pretty good for us because sometimes the other group has like about another 10 kids, so it's like about 20 kids, or maybe just 15 in total. And that's manageable for us. I mean, it would be nice if we had more kids, if only we had more help. Which I'll talk about that later. But we go to each one of these homes and stuff like that, and as we go, we see some of the stuff that these kids go through. As in, I've seen plenty of times when I first started this ministry, Hennessy bottles on the side, the smell of marijuana all over the place, kids just playing football, and I can hear their vulgar language and stuff like that they picked up from the streets, and it's just so sad. But anyways, we pick up these kids and we take them to this Lutheran church from further away, and we play games with them. Essentially, we play anything from Uno's to Connect Four, and we typically not try to be picky with the games and stuff like that. If they want to play it a certain way, we try to tell them, okay, that's fine, whatever, because we just want them to have a good time. And so we try to do that because we understand that parents can be super busy, and the place that they're growing up, the kids are growing up, is not necessarily the best place for them. And some of the parents know that, and they actually care for their kids, because we have had some of the parents that like want to know when they're coming back. where they're going, stuff like that. And those are the good parents. But some of the parents are like, "You want to go?" They leave up the decision to the kids and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Just make sure you come back, whatever, at a certain time. And that's yeah. But anyways, we just want to make sure that we're there to influence them the right way and show them a better way and stuff like that. So how can you help and support us? Well, I guess the only thing we need really is just support, as in more people coming in. Because sometimes, like I said, 15 is not too bad, but when we sometimes have a good, you can say uh, a good amount of kids, it starts to be overwhelming for us to even transport them to the church, because we go through like 2 or 3 streets and stoplights, and it can be quite dangerous. Most of them are pretty hyperactive, and like I said, since these kids are lacking attention, they like to get on my nerves, like to get on the nerves of other kids. They start asking us, can I get on your can I get a piggyback ride and stuff like that, and I'm just like, yeah, sure. And then you get other people wanting to get piggyback rides. Anyways, it can be dangerous if we don't have enough people. So what we need right now is just more people to come do the ministry with us and stuff like that. And yeah, we need people who have patience, which you need a lot of patience for this ministry, and just time and the energy to keep up with these kids and stuff like that, and just be a good example for them, because where they live, there's a lot of bad examples, and we just need to be that light in their lives and stuff like that. So what I want you to do is just to think about our ministry, and to see if it's something that you're interested in, to see if maybe you're going into teaching or something like that, dealing with kids and stuff like this. Could be a good opportunity, because you're going to get one extreme of kids that are really super hyperactive and stuff like that, and might help you down the road and how to deal with these children and stuff like that. You could help us financially as well. We do need sometimes money to get some of the stuff, like the snacks, for the kids, but that's basically about it. Everything else, it's just out of pocket, whatever. We just donate, whatever. And yeah, like I said, some of these kids come from very bad situations and stuff like that. We've seen some kids that we feel like they're neglected, and they're just not given much attention at home. They seem to be kind of like a loner, so we try to be there and try to be a friend to them. But anyways, just pray for us. Ask God if you feel like this is a ministry that you're called to do, maybe for the time being and stuff like that, or just to pass time, because you feel like this would be a great opportunity just to pass time on Sundays and stuff like that. But yeah.